E3 2017 is over, and if you're a gamer, you are probably extremely excited. It probably wasn't as exciting as last year's one because there were huge tentpole announcements, but this year there was just so much information and so many announcements and so much gameplay that was revealed that there is bound to be something that has caught your interest and that you're excited about. My name is Hinds and welcome to my channel. If you enjoy what you see here, please subscribe. It means a whole bunch to me. And if you're a regular subscriber, you know what to do. Hit that like button. Let's jump into some of the announcements that I thought were the most exciting. You can let me know in the comments below if you agree with me or not, or if there's anything that I've left out. Let's jump into it. Xbox announced a new console called the Xbox One X. I think I don't know how to, it's X1X? I don't know how they're gonna make it. It's the souped up Xbox One that's capable of 4K and a bunch of numbers that mean the console is way better than the Xbox One, but still plays Xbox One games, which is pretty sweet. Most importantly, it's actually not that expensive. PlayerUnknown's Battlegrounds is coming to consoles with a few added enhancements if you're an Xbox owner. Minecraft is going 4K. You know, if you like your pixels a little bit smaller or sharper edge. What's the anti-aliasing in Minecraft like? I'm not sure. The Sea of Thieves gameplay looks absolutely amazing. The whole idea of the game is you form up in a crew and set sail, you can walk the plank, you can fight skeletons, you can find treasure and escape sharks with a whole bunch of other players and, you know, go against other players, of course. It looks really cool. I'm not sure which is cooler, Terry Crews or that Crackdown trailer that he appeared in on the Xbox stage. Metro Exodus looks too good to be true. The trailer reminded me of that Killzone trailer though, that came out a while ago, and you could see that it wasn't gameplay. This may or may not be gameplay, but it looks exciting. If you're a horror fan, you're probably going to be super stoked. Assassin's Creed Origins looks all round amazing. It's set in Egypt. The footage that they showed has you sliding down pyramids, hunting hippos Far Cry style, sneaking up on so many of Pharaoh's cronies. It's sort of like if Moses wasn't a pacifist and decided to go a little bit rogue. I think that's kind of what they were going for. It looks like Ubisoft learned from all its other open world games to make Assassin's Creed that much better. And you know, we really want a really good Assassin's Creed. And a really shiny golden Egypt would be really cool. Speaking of rad open world games, Middle-earth Shadow of War is looking so good. I love Shadow of Mordor so much that Shadow of War might very well end up being my game of the year. And also, you know, Tolkien is everything, man. This time, the battle is about amassing a huge army of orcs and then to use that army against other orc fortresses and other orc armies. So, that's pretty cool. Forza 7, aka Xbox's Gran Turismo, is a thing and it looks really shiny, like most other racing games. Life is Strange is getting a prequel, which is great news because Life is Strange was a really good game. If you haven't played it, check it out. There's going to be a standalone chapter in Dishonored that takes place after Dishonored 2, and that comes out on the 15th of September. There's a new Wolfenstein game that's set in 1961 America. It's available on the 27th of October. The Evil Within 2 is a thing, and I can guarantee you that Josai will be playing it on Thatcher Joe Games. I don't know if I've got the bravery to do it. Doom, Fallout, and Skyrim are going full VR. God of War 3 became a little bit more clearer as to what it was with a brand new trailer. It seems like his son is his conscience, and this kind of works out in his favor as he starts to find the good in the creatures that he's just been murdering, in complete antagonism to his father's philosophy of just murder everything dead because he's just mad angry. I think it's going to round out who Kratos is and add a whole nother dimension to the God of War universe that it desperately needs. I mean, God of War was cool, but it was pretty two-dimensional as a character. Days Gone got new gameplay and it's beautiful, but also gruesome, but also beautiful. Spider-Man got about 10 minutes of gameplay and it looks absolutely incredible. It's well scripted, the Spidey corniness works, the gameplay looks as slick as Batman Arkham's. It's also got some exhilarating street swinging, awesome polish to the actual look of it, and a really intriguing story. I can't wait to play this next year. And there's an appearance by Miles Morales. I don't know if we get to play as him, but that would be sick. We got some multiplayer for Call of Duty World War II, which looks as predictable and amazing as you'd expect. Everyone's been excited for this and it just looks so slick. LEA has done a few videos on his channel, so you can go check out some of the multiplayer. I highly recommend going to check out the multiplayer. There's some cool game modes there. Shadow of the Colossus is getting a remaster. Uncharted The Lost Legacy was announced and is releasing on the 22nd of August. For South Africans, this is a massive deal because one of the characters, Nadine Ross, is a South African mercenary from Uncharted 4. If you guys have played Uncharted 4, I don't want to have any more spoilers. But she is one of the lead characters. I think this is the first for a South African woman of color to be the lead in a AAA video game, which is huge. And also, like, it's helmed by Naughty Dog, so you know the story's gonna be sick. Ubisoft showed off footage of that Mario and Rabbids game, and it looks like both of them met XCOM in a dark alley and came up with a diabolical plot to make XCOM a family-friendly game. I know that sounds crazy, but it looks really good. It looks like it's gonna be a lot of fun. Also, Miyamoto stepped up on stage at the Ubisoft conference, which blew a lot of people's minds. That was something I never thought I'd see in my life. The Crew 2 is still open world and it's still playable with your friends, but this time there are other vehicles including planes and dirt bikes. If you're of the vehicle persuasion, this might be your jam. Elijah Wood announced a VR experience he's involved with called Transference, and it's super creepy. You liked Assassin's Creed Black Flag? Well, Ubisoft heard our cries, and now we have a standalone pirate series called Skull and Bones. The gameplay they demonstrated looked like a 5v5 multiplayer match with class-based ships. It looks interesting. I'm not too sure if that's going to be the only thing it does. If it's the only thing it does, I'm not too sure if it's going to be cool. But if it's got a whole campaign and a story set in a pirate universe, I could get behind that. Far Cry 5 is looking as action-packed as you'd expect from a Far Cry game, with an action-packed gameplay walkthrough which involved a dog that you can set on victims, a sniper that's got your back, and of course a healthy dose of being a murderer. Beyond Good and Evil 2 is happening. They did it. It got announced and people are losing their minds. I never played the first game, but apparently everybody's hyped. Is it worth me going to pick up the original Beyond Good and Evil? Let me know in the comments. On the EA front, they spoke a lot about Star Wars Battlefront 2. There's some amazing footage on VicStar123's channel. Go check out Vic's channel. I'll try and include the link in the description. But if you are a Star Wars fan and you like slick shooters, you definitely have to check out Star Wars Battlefront 2. One of my favorite new games that was announced is called A Way Out. It's developed by the people that did Brothers, which is a cooperative game, and this game is cooperative in the sense that you are two prisoners that are trying to escape from prison. But the catch is that it's not online co-op, it's couch co-op, which means that you've got to work together on the couch with these really interesting ideas of working with split screens as narrative and playing it exactly at the same time. This looks great. I hope to do a Let's Play series on my channel with A Way Out. You thought BioWare was sleeping. Well, they weren't. They were spending all that time working on a game called Anthem, and it looks insane. It's got a similar vibe to Destiny in some ways. Where you're living in some sort of city or like safe haven, and you have to go on excursions to, I suppose, build up your armor, build up your suit, build up your XP, and it's set in this crazy sci-fi wilderness. It's really cool. FIFA 18's coming up. You would have thought, like the sun rises and sets, FIFA 18 is coming out. Need for Speed Payback looked pretty interesting because I haven't really been crazy about Need for Speed, but this time they look like they're putting a lot of Burnout stuff in, and I love Burnout. So if you like Burnout, Need for Speed Payback or something, you gotta put your finger on the pulse of. Guys, thank you so much for watching this video. If you enjoyed it, hit that like button and don't forget to subscribe. Let me know in the comments below. I wanna have a conversation with you guys. What do you think that I left out, and what announcements were the most exciting for you as a player? There's so much diversity in the kinds of announcements that were made, so that a lot was announced that you might not be interested in, but that's kind of what I thought was unique about this E3. I think people are going to take away maybe 3 or 4 titles that are really going to rock their world next year and dismiss everything that they weren't interested in. So the announcements that were made kind of feel diluted, but that's an exciting thing. That's an exciting thing, that there might be 3 or 4 games that you could sink your teeth into next year, and they really had a cool spectacle. I really enjoyed watching all the stage shows and live streaming them. So guys, let me know in the comments below what you think. I will see you guys in another video. Let me know what you think of this kind of video. I might do a few more of these, like opinion pieces. My ears itchy. Oh, it's so good to scratch my hair. I'll see you guys in another video. High five, stranger. Cheers.